Friends, fellow citizens, we are in danger. Our town's culture is in danger. We have become like people that have completely lost our collective short-term memory, and most of us are now like that fella in Memento, waking up bright-eyed and bushy-tailed every morning, ready to be lied to and manipulated and told what's good and what's better. In a recent survey, the junior high school kids said JFK's greatest achievement was sleeping with Marilyn Monroe. Across the river over in Catholic Town, they're retelling that old joke about how everybody calls priests father except their own children, who call him uncle. It's embarrassing. It's like that time James Joyce came through town and old Doc Gibbs over there went up to him and said, "Can I kiss the hand that wrote Ulysses?" And Joyce said, "Certainly not. It's done a lot of other things, too." And now all we want to know about is them other things, and nobody cares about Ulysses, except for the bit about the snot green sea. Maybe. Which is why we're so pleased to present the story of Mr. Taylor Negron, a humane man with a simple dream, thinking quietly in his own garden.
Here I am, about to do another show. I just wish I could be happier, but the world seems to be going crazy. I wish I could be more like Kenny G. He seems to be so happy. Or I wish I could be more like that mulatto man on All American Idol. He seemed to really have it together. But why do I do it? Why do I work so hard trying to make people laugh? I know why. Because of my precious angel, my daughter, Lily Marie Renier Rodham Negron. Oh, I wish you could see her. She's so wonderful. She's such an industrious child. She keeps her brass knuckles so shiny, and she's learned how to spread rat poison like cashew butter. She's at a sleepover right now at Courtney Love's house. I think I'm gonna call her and see how she's doing. It always calms me down to call up my little Lily Marie Renier Rodham Negron.
Hello?
Hello, Lily?
Daddy?
It's Daddy.
Oh my God, what are you doing?
I'm about to go on my radio show. I just wanted to check to see if you're having a fun time at Auntie Courtney's.
Oh, we're kicking ass over here, having a good time.
I told you don't say kick.
Okay.
What are you doing?
We're watching that movie Fast Times at Ridgemont High that you're in.
Really? I know. Daddy told you without Daddy there'd be no Sean Penn.
You're funny.
What's your favorite part of Fast Times?
I like the part when like Phoebe Cates is coming out of the pool and her boobies are popping out of her top and that guy's in the bathroom whacking his meat. That's funny.
I told you we don't say pool.
Okay. He's whacking his meat and she's coming out of the water thing.
Well, you just be very, very good. Now, you get along with Frances Bean Cobain, okay?
Yeah, she's all right.
Okay, well, listen, darling, I'm going to do my radio show right now, and if you need me, you just call me, okay?
All right, kick some ass, Daddy.
I told you, don't say kick.
Okay, just boot some ass.
Bye, darling.
I love you.
Love you.
Now, Taylor, I don't want to unduly make you nervous before the show.
Oh, fuck, what happened? Did the craft service girl die?
No. Queen World is here.
Queen World?
The biggest media company on Earth.
Queen World Television, they're here?
And they want to put this little radio show on television. They want to make you, Taylor Negron, the king of nice.
Oh, no. No. I don't want to be nice. I don't like being nice. I'm not the Caroline Ray type. I have no Kelly Ripa inside of me. I can't do that.
How about $100 million a month to start.
Wow.
Now, Queen World owns Chevrolet, and they're a subsidiary of Blue Nun.
Blue Nun? That's a wonderful wine.
They are bigger than Canal Plus and Sony put together. Now, Taylor, this is important. The head of the company, Philippe Duché, is here tonight observing.
Philippe Duché from Queen World is in the room?
That's right, and he brought a couple of Crockett's. with him.
Crockett's?
That's right.
You mean Crockett's like from Miami Vice?
Agents and lawyers.
Oh, you mean there's men here with T-shirts and thin, unconstructed linen jackets? I can't perform like that. I can't perform like that. There's no way.
Taylor, the deal is yours if you think nice.
Think nice.
Nice.
You mean like puppies and,
Yes.
and rainbows
Yes.
and Julie Andrews and Pax TV
Yes.
and the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson?
Go back to PAX.
Nice. If I could just smile, if I could just be happy, if I could be middle of the road, if I could be nice. I could try on nice. I'm nice. I'm nice. I'm nice.
Live from the glamorous dashiki room in Hollywood, it's That Taylor Negron Show starring Taylor Negron. Also starring Mike Wilson, Christine Miller, Eric Boardman, John Destler, David Davis. Also starring Abina Anthony Davis, Angie Everhard, John Bates, Sam Pancake, The Fabulous Sounds of Lotus. I'm your announcer, Hamilton Gang Porn. Our program is brought to you by Double Stuff Oreos. Double your stuff with Double Stuff from Nabisco. And now, we take you down deep, deep, deep inside the mind of Taylor Negron.
I'd like to start the show off tonight with a little poem that was inspired by the great actress Caroline Jones. Beatnik woman, the feelings were so available. Lilting, melody, 100 violins, pulsing, pushing, the beat unnameable, a mixture, jazzy, crazy, impulsive. But tonight, no. Tonight, a different mood, no sweep of strings, no driving beat for this man tonight. Tonight, I have an appointment with a new partner, differential rhythm, distant. My luggage is herded like sheeps in a flock, my shoes examined for uranium shock, divergent. Mood tonight. Tonight I create a rise, a fall in intensity, sounds, its own mood, no need for a ballroom, no moonlight chiffon. Tonight we have a meeting with Mysteries Gong. No wonder you're all so tired. What time did you get home last night? Did you use all your might? Oh, I saw you online in that chat room around midnight. You go so high intermittently you'll be thrown off your totter. I see you flying in the clouds. It's Icarus, and it matters. You're all over the place. I'm not being advantageous, I'm not being critical, but I'll tell you now, your wings are made of shit. And I don't need another pothole in my yellow brick road, and I care for your emotional hip. So grab my hand, feel it, now let go, wander on, look into the abyss. It's winking. This is Lotus. Let's hear it for the band. On drums is Louis. Oh yeah, Louis. That's Matthew from France. plays the guitar. It's Daniel, and that's Zach. Who bears a startling resemblance to Paula Poundstone when he doesn't have his glasses on. I met these guys when we were in the Rosalind Carter Rehabilitation Center. See, I used to be drug and alcohol free until people started giving me drugs and alcohol for free. And we would travel around this country in a gray gunmetal conversion van. And we have a lotus painted on the side of it, and we enjoy ourselves thoroughly. I should tell you a little bit about myself. My name is Taylor Negron. I am a new age man. I'm as comfortable in a football field as I am in an evening gown. Louis, fuck, you have to go. I'm training him. I think the most important thing that you should know about me is my rap name. My rap name is Iced Decaf Low Fat Latte. And I believe that human beings are the dominant species on the planet because we are the only animals that cannot readily lick ourselves. I think if we could lick ourselves, there'd be no internet. If we could lick ourselves, none of us would be here right now. We could suck our own dicks and stay at home, but no. We live in such a strange world, so much information, too much information, but I'm pronoic. I have the sneaking suspicion that someone's going to sneak up behind me and help me. I wake up every morning, and when I pee and it doesn't sting, I know it's going to be a wonderful day. But I have a daughter. It's very hard to raise a daughter in Los Angeles because I'm very strict with her. I only want her to be exposed to the children of celebrities. And I just cannot have her exposed to the son of a gas station attendant or insurance man. She may never recover. My daughter was born, sadly, without the use of a mother. And we live in a very shabby chic home in Mandeville Canyon with a very austere staff of Vietnamese people. And we just kind of just get on by. But it's hard. I hope that you people are in love tonight. I know that it's so hard these days to get people to stick with you. And I'd like right now to... I was at Drew Barrymore's wedding. I hate to name drop, but I must. And Drew Barrymore walked down the aisle, and Tom Green followed her, and I thought to myself, clearly these are two people that are very much in love. It'll last forever. It lasted for 7 months, and it broke my heart. We have so much emphasis on love, but what about divorce? What about pain? What about separation? That's an honest blizzard in our life, but we don't honor it. So I think right now that you guys, this is the divorce announcement. I think this is the song of love. I think that people should print divorce announcements in the paper. And if they did, they would go something like this. Mr. and Mrs. Robert Longstein are deeply ashamed to announce the divorce of their daughter Elizabeth Ann from her alcoholic, pedophile husband, Harvey Steinman. The soon-to-be former Mrs. Steinman, who herself is bulimic and addicted to mild sedatives, is expected to move in with her parents, having no marketable skills of her own. While Mr. Steinman plans on torturing and harassing her well into the future. Both parties are registered at the gun department of the Big Five. That's Joe Schmo, our sound guy. Let's hear it for Joe Schmo. Joe plays all the sounds that you're going to hear tonight, and let's give him a little sample right now.
What do you want?
Do you have... what about Lily's music? My daughter Lily has her own theme. It's quite evocative. Let's hear that.
Okay, it's pretty provocative.
See, anytime you hear that, you're going to hear my beautiful daughter Lily Marie Rodham Negron. Okay, what about the producer's music?
Producer's music goes something like this.
You see, because producers always seem to be like dumb burros. And then, of course, there's my inner monologue music. And this kind of music is important for me to hear when I'm going into the deepest parts of my unconscious mind. Isn't that deep and complex? And then, of course, we always have to play sometimes my favorite song. We'll just play a little bit because sometimes our cast gets a little depressed during rehearsal, and we always play this, which is
When I wake up in the morning and the alarm gets out of warning, I don't think I'll ever make it on time.
That's the theme to Saved by the Bell, the best show in the world. So, you know what I want to... Should I call Lily now?
Yeah, call her.
Let me see if I call Lily. The great thing about having a daughter is that you get to have like really great excuses to get off the phone. You know, you can say things like, I can't talk right now because my daughter just drank some tempera paint and is about to shit a Caravaggio.
Daddy!
Lily! Are you doing good? Is everything good at Courtney Love's?
Yeah, same old shit, Daddy.
I told you, don't say same.
Okay, regular old shit.
Okay. Told you, be very nice. Okay, now, are you being a good girl?
Now, what do you think? Come on, Daddy, I'm a good girl. But listen, Dad, I have a question for
Yeah?
you.
Ask.
Can I be a pyromaniac?
Can you be a pyromaniac?
Yeah.
Darling, this is America. You can be anything that you want to be.
Yay!
Yeah, but remember, we have to use clean fuel and respect the environment, okay?
I want to be just like you when I grow up and pop caps in people's asses when they don't give me my props.
I told you nice, don't say pop. Don't say pop.
Daddy, I gotta go.
Okay, bye, darling.
Bye.
Oh, your little Lily is such a charmer.
She is. She plays me like a fiddle at a Trisha Yearwood concert. This is Hamilton Gang Porn, my announcer. He's old school, as the kids would say.
You, Mr. Negron, did you get the little present I left for you in your dressing room?
Yes, I did. It was a drink. It was delicious. What was in it?
Ooh, it's called a Bartles and James Sextasy Splash. It lets you have sex for up to 48 hours.
Wonderful. What's in it?
Ooh, well, it contains ecstasy, Botox, and oh boy, that lemon Viagra taste that zooms you up to the sky.
Well, it tastes like nectar, but I believe it's a devil's brew. Anything that enables you to do anything for 48 hours is not covered on your HMO. Trust me. Oh, there's Christy Miller. There's Christy Miller, my gal Saturday. Let's hear it for Christy Miller.
Hello, Tay.
Hey, baby, you look very rocket body tonight.
Well, speak for yourself, darling.
Christy is a pole dancer and a stripper at a wonderful strip club called the Peppermint Reiner.
Yes.
That's owned by Carl Reiner and his son.
Rob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a wonderful place. The strippers, they strip around ottomans, like in Carl Reiner's Dick Van Dyke Show.
Yeah. And for extra 20, we have to trip over them and fall and break our necks
Yeah,
just to please the clientele.
You know what's interesting about Christy Miller is that she lives in Erykah Badu's headdress.
Yes. Because it's section 8.5 and the rent's really cheap.
What's it like living in Erykah Badu's headdress?
It's amazing. It seems so small on her head, but when you go inside, it's got hardwood floors everywhere, huge walk-in closets. It's got a whole recording studio in the back.
What a wonderful headdress.
It's amazing.
And do you go on dates with her?
Yes, I do. I get to watch. I feel like a little spy camera, like Blind Date.
You know what she does, which is so great? I've seen her. You've got to go out and see her strip. She strips like Archie Bunker. You want to do a little bit for the crowd? This is Christy. This was her 11 o'clock number.
Okay. Oh, geez, over there. You like that titty in your face, dear, huh? Yeah, you like that? Put a dollar bill on my G-string, meathead. Oh, geez, stifle there. Get the hell out of here, God, Jim. You shit.
Christy Miller, ladies and gentlemen.
Taylor, you're so good to me.
Oh, my God, wait a minute. That theme song, that must be my assistant, Andy Everhard. Oh my God. This is my transgendered illusionist assistant, Andy Everhard. Angie was brutally injured at a Bed Bath & Beyond, in the Beyond part. She was reaching up for an epilady and some loofahs fell on her. And I think she's mildly retarded. How's it going, doll?
Hi, Taylor. What are you doing?
Well, I'm just getting ready for the show we're on. I just want to know, where's my coffee?
Oh, you know what? I was so thirsty after going to get it, I just drank it. Besides, my arms were killing me because I've been taking this great pilots class.
It's called Pilates.
Oh, no wonder. I wonder why I haven't seen any pilots there. Anyway, I was going to meet boys. Anyway. So listen. Taylor, you got some really important piece of mail.
Oh, really? Well, give it to me.
From like the It's like the California Erectional Society or something like that, or whatever. I don't even know.
Just give me the letter right now.
I don't have it because I ran out of newspapers, so I lined your monkey's cage with it.
You lined my monkey's cage with an important piece of mail?
Whatever, Taylor, it's your mail.
I gotta tell you, I have a monkey named Rustaford. It's so wonderful to have a monkey. They're just pure id. They really are. I mean, they are just the most base, simple, loving, pious Buddhist creatures. A little monkey, you keep that. You know, when it's hungry, it eats. When it sleeps, it just goes to sleep. When it's horny, it humps the mirror. It's a wonderful thing to have. Why do I keep you?
I don't know, because I'm fierce. Thank you. Crowd of, am I fierce or what? Ah. Chicks with the sticks, if it's not tight, it's not right for the night, baby.
Okay, I need you to do some things for me, okay?
What do you need, girl?
Okay, I need 12 aromatherapy candles.
12
Yeah,
candles.
I need 6 vanilla and 6 bacon.
Bacon?
Yeah. More pancetta, actually. More pancetta. I want to give the dressing room kind of an IHOppy
I
quality.
am so not good at multitasking, but whatever, I'll do it for you. Okay, I gotta go.
You want to leave? Okay, take your mic.
Okay.
Christy?
Yes, dear.
Why do I bother having an assistant that doesn't do anything for me? I feel like I'm on the Titanic and there's no deckhands. I really mean it. I don't understand why. I give these transgender illusionists a chance, and I don't even get to have coffee for the show.
And you're about to hit some black ice.
Christy, what is it? Oh my God, you look pale. You look pale. Do you have the crabs? Do you want some water? Some clear water, some hot water, some Vichy water? Do you want some tea, some chamomile tea? Want some focaccia bread? You want some focaccia bread? Want some focaccia bread? What is it?
Miss Cleo is right behind you.
Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry. I didn't think that I was going to see such a severe, startling, young-looking old woman.
My name is Dr. Clarissa Van Anthony's, and I've been sent here to investigate you.
But
there are a number of unresolved issues regarding your daughter Lily.
well, I have a number of unresolved issues with the way you say issues.
The sophistication of the accent I acquired at the University of Johannesburg is not the issue I am here to discuss today. Now, you have yet to respond to my letter, Mr. Negron.
That was the letter that my transgender tranny nanny lined the monkey's cage with. I don't think that I got a letter.
It was on the official stationery of the California Children's Correctional District. That's my empowering organ.
My child does not need to be corrected by your organ doctor.
I beg to differ. You see, Mr. Negron, I have been following your daughter's progress, to use a generous term, for quite some time now. I first met Lily when she was attending the Benson and Hedges School for Unmentholated Children.
Well, certainly most of the finer children in our valley come from unmentholated homes.
Well, Lily's behavior at Benson and Hedges was appalling, to say the least. She performed a vivisection on a horse in the middle of her kinder equestrian class, using her Barbie makeup kit, no less.
She was trying to teach anatomy to the other classmates.
Well, I don't have to tell you what happened next after her transfer to the Betty Page School for Young People with Bangs.
Yes, she shaved her head.
And now, your daughter's ill behavior continues unabated.
It's not true. My daughter is happily enrolled in the Carrie Fisher Oral Paddle Club at Malibu, and she socializes with the children of only famous people. She plays patty cake with the Swayze boys, and one of her best friends is Dixie Carter's great-great-great-great-granddaughter, Pixie. And she loves Becky Bondaharsa, the daughter of Antonio Bondaharsa.
The Carrie Fisher Oral Paddle Club is an excellent institution for children when they actually show up for class.
What are you implying, Doctor?
I'm not implying, Mr. Negron. I'm assuming it's an entirely different thing. Your daughter has not been in attendance for 2 weeks now.
Has it been 2 weeks?
It has. It really has.
Listen, I don't respond very well to threats, Dr. Van Anthony's.
Well, I thrive on making them, Mr. Negron. I shan't make my final conclusion until I've submitted my report to the empowering organ, but all clues lead to the fact that you are an unfit parent.
You'll never get my daughter!
Good day.
I can't believe that I'm being judged by such an incredibly arrogant, severe woman. Her negritude is not welcome here right now in my life. I can't believe my life. I have to please this wretched doctor. I have to be nice for Germans, and I have to do this. I have to do it for my daughter. I have to do it for my daughter.
Taylor, it's my great honor to present Mr. Philippe Duché of Queen World and Blue Nun.
Blue Nun. It's a wonderful wine, Dr. Mr. Duché. It's a great honor to meet you. I'm such a fan of Rosie and Oprah, and you're the man who did the Muppets Go to the Berlin Wall. That Checkpoint Charlie scene was extraordinary.
Well, we are honored to welcome you, Mr. Pizza Man, to the Queen World family.
I never dreamed in all my life that I would be part of Queen World.
You can just think of me as Big Papa.
Well, you don't want me to call you Big Papa.
Oh, I like it when you call me Big Papa. But I am concerned. In these troubled times, where the public is looking for an escape, the entertainers are causing almost as much trouble as the terrorists.
They are. They are. We talk about that all the time. I mean, they really do. I'm waiting for Charlie Rose to snap. I think he's just going to pick up that round table and hurt somebody.
The world is weary of Martha and Rosie. Tell me, Mr. Negron, do you rampage?
Do I rampage? Do I rampage? You mean like lesbian hormonal freak rampage or control freak rampage involving the preparation of flower arrangements and sauces?
Queen World wants to make you the richest man on television. We have only 3 requirements to consummate our deal. Number 1, no scandal.
Well, there'll never be a scandal with me. I'll never be the subject of the true Hollywood story. I've never been molested. I mean, against my own will. I was gang rejected, but who hasn't been gang rejected? I tried to be an alcoholic, but I couldn't keep that much ice in the house. And I tried to be a drug addict, but I couldn't endure those long, tedious conversations with the dealer.
Well, very good. Number 2, no deep thinking. Don't be too intense or too dark. You must keep it light.
Great.
Taylor loves light, don't you?
I do. I love light. I drink Pepsi Light. I drink Crystal Light. I listen to Light FM. I mean, recently I've been getting into light bulbs. I'm a wisp on the wind of whimsy. I'm so light, I float on my own metaphors.
Perfect. And finally, number 3, you must have a good, upstanding family.
Is Blue Nun made with Riesling or Merlot? Jesus Christ. I can't believe this is like a psychic overhaul. It's tormenting to be judged. I've been judged since I was a child, since I was a cartoon model at Hanna-Barbera. I used to go there, and one day Mr. Barbera would say, his head's too big, and then the following day Mr. Hanna would say, his head's too small. There's something about that man that's very, very disturbing. Makes me want to go to the top of a hill and put on lederhosen and just yell out, Ricola!
Taylor.
What?
I have like 54 messages from your stalker. I'm trying to keep these sound cues tight, and I can't fucking deal with this.
I have a stalker. I met this guy when I was water skiing in South Carolina, and he gave me mouth-to-mouth resuscitation, and I guess he took it the wrong way. He's a drill sergeant from the Sally Jesse Raphael show, and he's just very, very intense. He's kind of fallen in love with me. He's just very, very disturbing.
You need to take care of it somehow, because I can't focus.
Just play one of the messages.
All right.
Hello, Private Negron. I am calling you to tell you that you are a beautiful man, Mr. Negron. I want to nuzzle your neck. I want to spoon with you, boy. Do you understand me? I'm going to call you my little spoony boy. Do you understand me? Do you like that, Negron? Does that get you hot? Does that get you horny? I am not a gay man, but I have had gay tendencies. I want a man to lay on top of me. Do you understand me, Negron? I am recruiting you, boy. You will bow to me. Do you understand me, Negron?
Stop. I've heard enough. Love plays such wicked things on a man's mind. Man is absolutely besotted with me. Oh, Mr. Gangporn, there you are.
Oh, Mr. Negron, your daughter is online too. What? She said she has to talk to you.
Well, you tell her that I'm the parent. And that she's the child, and I'm too old. I'm doing a radio show. I can't talk to her right now.
But Mr. Negron, she says they're having a grease fire.
Jesus, Mary and Joseph, a grease fire at Courtney Love's. Well, where did it start? On her back?
I don't know. You'd better call her and find out.
Okay, I'm gonna call her right now. I'm gonna call her on the 319 number. Lily. Daddy, what's going on, sweetie?
No, not much. Just, what do you use on a grease fire? Is it like baking soda or like regular soda?
Sweetie, you get Frances Bean's mother, Courtney, to put out the grease fire right now.
No, Frances Bean's mom is touring around on Sunset doing tricks and stuff. I guess she's a magician.
You mean you're in that unfathomable mansion by yourself?
No, Daddy, nobody else is here either. Just me and Frances Bean.
Okay, just stay where you are. I'm gonna send a celebrity up to get you, okay?
It better be an A-list celebrity.
You know I only send A-list celebrities. You stay there.
Okay, Daddy.
Jesus Christ, what kind of mother would let her child alone in a house like that? I'm gonna call up Courtney Love right now on the 274 number. Hello?
What, man?
Hi, Courtney, it's Taylor Negron. This is terrible. Do you know what your kid is doing right now?
I have a kid, man.
Yes, your kid and my kid.
You have a kid, man? That's fucking cool, dude.
Courtney, they're in a house in Benedict Canyon alone with the grease fire.
I left them with a whoa, cool, man. That's fucking great, dude.
Courtney, how can you be so irresponsible?
Dude, I'm out with Slash at the Rainbow, man. He's gonna let me suck his dick in the bathroom for a bump of coke, man. I gotta go, man. Get high, dude.
I can't believe she did this to me. Now I've got to find a celebrity to pick her up right now. Who should I, Mr. Gangporn, who should I call?
Well, I believe that you should try that Jewish friend of yours.
Who?
You know, the singer.
Sophie Tucker?
No. The hooker who went nuts.
Oh, Barbra Streisand. That's a great idea. Oh, that's a really terrific idea. Barbara, she's probably in her River Rock house right now, enjoying an apricot vanilla fat-free swirl out in the back in her gazebo. I'm going to call Barbara on the 459 number.
Hello?
Hello, Mamacita. This is Taylor Negron for Barbara.
This ain't no Mamacita, honey.
Oh, who is this?
This is Kizzy Jackson.
Oh, hi, Kizzy. Is Barbara there?
Who is this?
Taylor Negron?
James Taylor.
Taylor Negron. I'm a friend of Barbara's.
I love that song, Dock of the Bay you sing.
I'm kind of having an emergency with my child right now. Could you please get me Barbara?
Oh, she's out back drinking on a damn squirrel.
Just get her, please,
She
okay?
like a squirrel. I'll get it for you. You don't got to tell me what to do. Miss Streisand.
Hello.
Hi, Barbara. I hate to bother you. I hope you're not in the middle of anything important.
Oh, I was in the middle of me, you know? I'm important. I'm Barbara.
So, how's it going with James?
Oh, he's turned out to be a real asshole, you know? You pay us rent, you buy him a house, you let him eat your pussy, you suck his dick, you eat his ass out, you fuck him in the ass, and then he fucks you in the ass back, and he hits you in the headboard when he's getting you from behind. Then when you make him breakfast in bed and bring him a coffee and everything, he won't even hold your hand in public.
Hey, listen, could you do me a favor? Could you just like get in your car and go down PCH and go up Chautauqua and go down Sunset and then go up Benedict Canyon and pick up my daughter?
Of course I can. I own all those streets. But you know what? I'm actually at home. Did you happen to see my movie Funny Girl on HBO?
I did.
You know why? I was too lazy to get off the couch and put the tape in the VCR, so I called them up and said, play my movie now because I'm going to buy your company.
So you're saying no, you can't pick up my daughter?
No, I can't. I'm busy.
Okay, thank you very much, Barbara. I'll get back to you if I need you, okay?
Scattered pictures.
Click, buzz. Mr. Gangpoint, I'm not having any luck.
Mr. Negron, why don't you try that wonderful actress who is in Mermaids?
Oh, I don't think Winona Ryder could do that. She's so busy right now.
No. The other one.
Christina Ricci?
No, the elderly gypsy woman.
The elderly gypsy woman? Christina Amnapower? Benazir Bhutto? Ariana Huffington?
No. Sherilyn Sarkisian LaPierre.
Sherilyn Sarkisian LaPierre. Oh, Cher.
Yes.
Oh, that's a great idea. She did such a great job with Chastity. Let's call Cher. I'm gonna call Cher right now on the 319 number.
Hello, this is Kizzy Jackson. This Cher's residence.
I just talked to you at Barbara Streisand's house.
Because I'm black, I can't have 2 jobs. You want to talk with a name like Negron, you ought to understand the struggle.
Listen, Kizzy, I need to talk to Cher right now. She's not in some funereal Coptic state out in her gazebo, is she?
How'd you know that? Are you stalking her?
No, please, I'm having trouble with my daughter. Could you please put her on the line right now?
You sure are demanding for a white boy. Hold on, I'll get it for you.
Sing a song. Woo, hello.
Hey, Cher, it's Taylor Negron. Could you do me a favor?
Who is there, sweetie?
It's Taylor.
Oh, Taylor Negron. Woo!
What are you up to, Cher?
Oh, I'm up to about 57 years old. Woo!
Hey, no. could you do me a favor and pick up my daughter Lily on the way to the show tonight?
Can I just send like Chaz or Elijah to pick her up because I have Joey Fatone and Justin Timberlake from NSYNC over here, and we're gonna do a 3-way, so it's gonna be like a little in-share, if you know what I mean. Woo!
Cher, I gotta go. This is just terrible. I'm really having a problem. I gotta get back to my show, okay?
All right, if I can turn back down.
All right, Taylor, if you got a sec, let's go over the guests for the interview part of our show
I'm
tonight.
very distracted right now. I'm having problems with my daughter Lily. I don't know if I can go on with the show.
Taylor, your dreams are balancing on a ball. They could go either way. Now, may I remind you, I have to put gasoline in my SUV, so let's concentrate on the show.
Okay. I'm having problems with my celebrity friends.
Well, have you called Streisand?
Yeah, but she's busy writing Shakespeare.
Rewriting Shakespeare. Okay, how about Cher?
No, I think she's in heat.
Okay, what? I got it. How about America's favorite father, Bill Cosby?
That's a great idea, Bill Cosby. And
Dr.
he's in
William
town.
H. Cosby.
He's in town. The Getty Museum is giving him a posthumous Biggie Smalls Award for his work with Fat Albert.
Yes.
I'm gonna call him on the 218 number.
Jello?
Hello, Mr. Cosby. It's Taylor Negron. How are you?
Well, I was just putting the children to bed, you see. We were watching the movie Rudy, and they had their nightly Jello pudding. My wife, Claire, and Theo, and all the other words that Bill Cosby says. We were just taking some pictures on the Kodak paper, and I was putting the Kodak paper into the camera, and the children were having a good time.
Is there any possible way that you could maybe take care of my daughter, Lily?
No! I want to talk more about the pudding. It is creamy and it makes your mouth go blah. I'm joking. Talk to me about the child, because children say the darndest things, you see. Like sometimes they'll ask for the tapioca pudding and you say, no, all we got is the vanilla or the chocolate pudding.
Well, you know what? This is a disaster. I'm really having a problem, and I really need you to come and get my daughter. But if you can, I truly understand it. And you're a great star, and I really appreciate you even taking my call, Mr. Cosby.
Well, Camille says hello. She loved you in The Last Boy Scout because it had the big scene where you shot the man in the head and the brain looked like the pudding.
Okay, thank you, Mr. Cosby.
Goodbye.
Thank you. Goodbye.
That went great. Now, Taylor, you are being nice, and you just achieved Talk Soup nice. Now, if we just kind of bring it up to Carson Daily nice,
I just don't know about this nice thing, Eric.
Now, Queen World, in addition to giving you a TV show, also wants to give you a glossy magazine, and they want to call it T.
T? A magazine called T for me?
Yes.
Well, if I get a magazine called T, I'm putting Boy George on the cover with a staph infection, okay? And the headline's going to say, Boy George, hero or heroine? I mean it.
Well, that might work. Okay, you want to hear the guests today?
Yeah, tell me who the guests are.
Okay, we start with David Davis. He's the world's greatest Mary Tyler Moore expert.
Oh, he gives me a sense of hope. I like him.
Okay, and we have a young girl, Blair Warner, from the Eastland School.
Who the hell is Blair Warner from the Eastland School?
Well, a teenage girl, and she's the personification of youth and Christian happiness. Oh, she's really perky, and she's also the desired demographic that Queen World is looking for.
Okay, is there anybody else on the show?
And from Pluto Nash, Mr. Eddie Murphy.
No. Why can't we get big black stars like David Allen Greer or Wayne Brady or Byron Allen? You never get me Byron Allen. And I didn't like Dr. Dolittle. Those animals were raunchy and they humped too many. I don't like it. I can't believe I have to interview Eddie Murphy.
Taylor, you'll interview Eddie Murphy and also do me a favor. Like all good TV shows, we need a little gimmick. So at the end of every segment, as you're going to commercial, could you pick up a foosball, toss it at camera, and make a distorted, funny face?
Throw a foosball at the camera and make a funny, distorted face.
Shtick.
Okay, I'll try that. Throw
Great.
a foosball at the camera.
It's nice.
And make a distorted face.
And welcome back to That Taylor Negron Show. Join Taylor this segment for his interview with Mariologist David Davis, Blair Warner from the Eastland School, and Eddie Murphy. And now, the star of our show, Taylor Negron!
Thank you very much. Thank you very, very much. We have a really great show tonight, and I want to get right to it. You know, one of my favorite actors is Mary Tyler Moore, and she really has brought the world so many smiles. And we have a special Mariologist, actually, on the show tonight, and we're going to play a game called 6 Degrees of Mary Tyler Moore. So why don't we, without further ado, bring on David Davies, the publisher of Mary Magazine and the foremost Mariologist.
Welcome, David.
David, let me show the audience. Thank you so much for coming to That Taylor Negron Show.
Pleasure to be here.
What would Mary do if her microphone weren't
This is
low
David's
enough?
magazine. It's called Mary Magazine.
Yes, that's true. I am a Mariologist. And I've been doing some research about Mary Tyler Moore. You know, back in May, they unveiled an 8-foot bronze statue of Mary tossing her cap in the air. And sadly enough, do you know that cap was recently stolen from her storage unit?
That's mind-boggling.
Isn't that sad?
Mind-boggling. Give us some information that nobody knows about Mary Tyler Moore.
Okay, remember the opening of the Mary Tyler Moore show where she's walking all through Minneapolis?
Uh-huh.
Well, do you know that it was 20 below zero that day? And she said that it was so cold her lips were numb and she could not speak.
Well, she's got a very big mouth. That must have hurt. Well, let's get right to it because this is really mind-boggling. Why doesn't somebody yell out a celebrity and David will connect that celebrity to Mary Tyler Moore?
Right, in 6 steps or less.
In 6 steps. Who is it? Who is it? Kathy Bates. Kathy Bates.
Oh, Kevin Bacon. Okay. Okay, Kevin Bacon was in the movie Taps with Timothy Hutton, who played Mary Tyler Moore's son in Ordinary People.
There you go.
Oh, very good. Wonderful.
Give us another one. Make it hard this time. Gower Champion.
Gower Champion.
Hello, Dolly.
Okay, Gower Champion was involved with Hello, Dolly, which starred Carol Channing, who played opposite Mary in Thoroughly Modern Millie in 1967.
There you go. Who is it? Simon Rex.
Simon Rex.
Who the hell is Simon Rex?
It rings a bell, but I'm just not getting a clear picture.
Who's
here.
Simon Rex?
Oh,
Oh,
right,
come
right.
on.
No porn stars,
Okay,
please.
one more. Gregory, do you have one? LaWanda Page.
LaWanda Page.
Okay, LaWanda Page was on a short-lived sitcom called Baby I'm Back with Kim Fields, who was on The Facts of Life with Cloris Leachman, who played Phyllis on The Mary Tyler Moore Show.
Oh, David.
Amazing.
Thank you so much. David
Wonderful.
Davis, ladies and
Thank you,
gentlemen.
David.
Our next guest is, I'm an old guy. It's hard to grow old in this business because I'm too young. I'm too old to play the boy next door, but I'm too young to play Uncle Fester. And we're being watched by Queen World Television, and they want to have a younger demographic. So we're going to have a young, bright Christian girl come onto the stage who's lovely and smart and is the personification of American happiness. I don't know that much about her, but please, won't you put your hands together for
Blair Warner from the Eastland School. Welcome, Blair Warner.
Well, Blair, thank you for coming to the show. I hope you're enjoying yourself at the That Taylor Negron show.
Hi, Mr. Negro. I've got a friend named Tootie. She's black like you.
Blair, well, let's get right to the interview. What's your favorite book this year?
Hi, I'm Blair Warner. I'm a senior at the Eastland School in Peekskill, New York. My parents are very wealthy, and I'm very pretty.
Describe your favorite meal.
I've got a cousin named Jerry. She's got cerebral palsy, or handy-capable, if you will. One time she came to Eastland School and went out with Mr. Palmer, the French teacher. I thought he was using her, but it turns out he really liked her.
Have you ever been to Mount Vernon?
I had a boyfriend once. His name was Leo. He delivered baked goods from the bakery to Eastland School. Turns out he was slow also, or retarded. My three friends, Tootie, the black one, and Natalie, the Jewish one, and Joe, the lesbian one, decided they would have to tell me he was retarded, so they draw straws. I found out already from him. It didn't work out, though, when he tried to beat me.
What's on your CD player right now?
My stepsister, Meg, tried to become a nun. I told her I didn't believe in God since my parents' divorce. I prayed to God to make him not happen, and he didn't listen to me. Joe tried to become a nun, too. Then she punched me. Later, I found Jesus. I'm funny.
How do you feel about what's happening in the Middle East right now?
One time we went to New York to see Sophisticated Ladies with Mrs. Garrett. Tootie wasn't allowed to come because her parents said she was too young. She ran away from home anyway. Almost ended up being a prostitute. We called her Prostitutie.
Do you vote?
No.
That was Blair Warner from the Eastland School.
Well, let's get on with the show right now. It's great. Eddie Murphy's on next. You love Eddie Murphy. He's a great black star. He's no Wayne Brady. He's no Byron Allen. But he was so wonderful in that Cotton Club movie. And he was great in Pluto Nash. So please, won't you welcome to the stage Mr. Eddie Murphy.
Ladies and gentlemen, Eddie Murphy!
Hello, everybody! What the hell? Praise the Lord! Taylor Negron! This is crazy, man. You believe it? Praise the Lord, I'm here. This is crazy, man.
It's so great that you came out all the way and you're promoting your new film called I Spy, and you're doing it right here. Tell us about I Spy.
I Spy is a great movie. First of all, let me explain to people out there in the audience why I'm in a new movie called Miss Doubtfire 2, and it's called The Bitch is Black. And see, I'm black, but they made me look white. That's the whole thing. Black man turned into a white woman. That's funny shit. You think a black man got some stripes. Wait till you a black man dressed up like a big ass fat white woman. Crazy with big old titties. I touch it myself. But anyway, this got new movie I Spy. Listen, Taylor Negron, let me tell you something. I loved you in all them movies. That movie with Demi Moore, with shit, the big old titties, that shit was great. But anyway, I got a new movie, I Spy, with damn Luke Wilson and Malcolm McDowell. Freaky ass guy with eye open in that movie, Clockwork Orange. You see that shit? He's still a freaky motherfucker. Anyway, where you people at? Where'd I lose you? Okay. Better than the movie Shrek. See the movie Shrek? The movie Shrek, you see? The movie Shrek.
Yes, we loved it.
Damn. I never seen dead people sit up before. Anyway, the movie Shrek was bullshit. How come the only black man in the movie gotta be a donkey, right? Didn't even give the donkey name, just called Donkey Donkey. It's like saying, yo, black man equals ass. But anyway.
So tell me, this is a new look for you. You look spectacular. Do you?
Man, like I say, man, I'm just doing it for the movie, man. There's some bullshit about that. When I picked up that girl, I had no idea that girl was a transsexual. That's bullshit, man. I looked down in the bag and there's like a Whopper down there. I thought she'd been to Burger King and shit. It's bullshit. But Blair was looking damn smoking. I was looking at that shit pretty good, man. But anyway.
So tell me, do you miss Saturday Night Live?
Saturday Night Live was bullshit. Totally underutilized metallic. I was Gumby, damn it. They should have had the whole show just Gumby, damn it. There you go.
Eddie, you have children. I have a little daughter. Could you give us some tips to raise a child in this scary world?
Beat they black ass. I, like every other black comic in the world that does stand-up, says beat they black ass. Whoop the black ass. That's all you gotta do. Just beat that ass. Come on, beating your ass.
How many kids do you have?
I got 2. I fucked the bitch twice. Give me 2 kids.
Well, you've been really, really nice to come all the way down and promote your movie and grace our stage. And is there anything you'd like to let the audience know about Eddie Murphy that maybe we don't know?
Well, just the fact that I'm playing a white woman in a movie, man, and I love Taylor Negron, man. You guys give Taylor a round of applause. I gotta get the hell out of here.
Eddie Murphy, ladies and gentlemen. Eddie Murphy.
This portion of that Taylor Negron show is brought to you by the Obstetricians of America. People pulling people out of people.
Now, Taylor, I know you didn't want to do the interviews,
That sucked!
It worked. It killed. And by the way, Queen World loved it.
How many seconds do we have?
We got 47 seconds left of the show.
Well, you know what? If I had to interview Blair from Eastland School, I want to go dark now. I don't want to be bright. I want to go dark.
You want to go dark?
Yes.
Well, okay, Taylor, if you decide to go dark, go network dark. You know, Matthew Perry, Ray Romano, kind of fun dark.
Ray Romano?
Yeah. Everybody loves Raymond.
Nobody watches Raymond. Only people with their mother's board watch Raymond. Only Doris Roberts' family watches Raymond. Maybe some parts of Brad Garrett's family watches Raymond, but really nobody watches Raymond.
People on planes watch Raymond.
When there's turbulence, they watch Raymond. You know what I'm going to do right now? I'm going to do the Faulknerian report of the death of Nicole Brown Simpson.
Oh, wait a minute. You're going to do your poem written and delivered in the style of William Faulkner about the death of Nicole Brown Simpson.
I am. It worked for Oprah, and it'll work for me. Let people know about literature and writers.
Taylor, it's your funeral.
I'm going to do it.
I'm having a Rosie meltdown flashback.
Welcome back to That Taylor Negron Show, brought to you by the Malibu Springs Rehabilitation Center, drying out Hollywood since 1982. Malibu Springs, if you're not famous, we can't help you. And now, please welcome back Taylor Negron.
Who's that? Fuck, they've said my name so many times. You know, my favorite writer is William Faulkner. He won the Nobel Prize, and he was an amazing writer and novelist who was able to make a very, very big world seem small. And in this world, when towers are falling and snipers are killing everybody, I just want to go back to a simpler time. And that was to the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson, the first one. It all started there, just a simple, uncomplicated football hero, one knife, and one girl from Dana Point. And if William Faulkner was here, I think he would have really been remarkably moved by the little village of Brentwood and the murder of Nicole Brown Simpson. So I have written a homage to Nicole Brown Simpson, and I've asked one of the music industry's greatest, most wonderful stars, Sherilyn Sarkeesian LaPierre, to help me honor Mr. William Faulkner in my rendition of A Rose for Nicole, written in the style of Mr. William Faulkner. Hi, Cher.
Hi, Taylor. Who was it again?
William Faulkner.
Hey, wasn't he on Star Trek? Woo!
When Nicole Brown Simpson died, our whole town went to her funeral.
Except for me, I had better things to do. Woo! Hey,
The men out of a respectful affection for a fallen trophy wife, and the women out of a curiosity to see the inside of a condominium.
because they're all homeless and whores. Woo! Lady!
It was a white condominium that had once been painted beige, set on one of our most select streets, but the encroachment of fossil fuel-fed leaf blowers and nail salons obliterated even the more august names of those women who came and who lie in the ranked and anonymous graves of those women soldiers who have fallen at the hands of their men.
You know, I fall at the hands of men and at the crotches of men and on my knees for a man. I've got a lot to fall for a man. Woo! I'm Cher, baby.
They came, these divorced women, like pale rabbits they came to these warrens with their daddy boy sons, demanding now more than ever a recognition of their dignity in their sometimes final attempt at the reinvention of their lives.
Well, it's happened. Taylor's gone into the darkness. It sucked him in faster than Angie Dickinson on Oscar night. And why not? After all, if you're all light, you're a hypocrite, and if you're all dark, why, golly, mister, you sure are mean. You need to strike a balance. Old Abe Lincoln knew that. Take any portrait of him you like, slap your hand across half of it, look at the two sides in isolation, you'll see one is compassionate as Christ and the other one's dark as the devil. Do the same thing with Matt Damon, you'll understand that range. The point is, it's like the man said, a loving person lives in a loving world, a hateful person lives in a hateful world. Everyone you meet's your mirror, sometimes reflecting your own beauty back at you like Emily Webb over there, and sometimes a freaky funhouse mirror like old Floyd Iverson for his hard heart, tarred and feathered and carried in a cart by the women of Marblehead. So go there, Taylor, into the darkness. That's where the really interesting stories are.
Very impressive show, Mr. Negron. I'm sure William Faulkner's turning in his crypt.
Thank you, Dr. Van Anthony's. I'm also currently working on a children's book.
You are? What on earth is it called?
It's called Why Are the Stars Such a Mess? My theme is the reinforcement of Victorian child-rearing techniques like thumb binding and nautical wear until the age of 10.
Mr. Negron, I've been having the most fascinating conversation with your child's nanny, Angie Andy Everhard. What a curious name. Tell me, is there anything unusual about your child's nanny?
What do you mean?
What do I mean? I mean that there's something very odd about this, Angie Andy. Something I can't quite put my finger on.
Well, you don't want to put your finger on it.
Mr. Negron, I want to know if Angie Everhard is really a woman.
Well, she's a woman just as much as you and I are. She's a burl. She's a boy and a girl. She's a burl.
Most distressing. And where is your daughter at this moment?
She's a Courtney Loves. Courtney and I take precious care of our cargo. We have signs on the back of the SUV that says, "Careful, future nose job aboard."
Where is the child's mother, Mr. Negron?
My daughter was born sadly without the use of a mother during the Ray of Light concerts when they were reloading the camera.
Shocking. Mr. Negron, your
Yes.
child is, needless to say, the prodigy of an outlandish pedigree, if you will.
She's a conservative angel that does not have physical fear and stands up calmly to things that frighten average children.
What do you feed the child?
She's not a bird or a cat doctor. I don't feed her, we dine. Lily enjoys her favorite meal, pheasant under cup with sweet potatoes. And if I'm in a rush, I pop in a David Lean cuisine. And Lily likes Dr. Zhivago chicken with Laura beans and cumin.
Do you drink, Mr. Negron?
Well, occasionally I will have my favorite cocktail, a Walk Me Home Sweet Jesus with a stigmata back. And Lily orders a Corey Feldman back.
What do you and the child do for amusements?
Lily loves playing in the grounds of the leafy light and the big old camphor tree behind the Abbey and loves the French fries at Rage.
Amidst all of this debauchery, Mr. Negron, how can you possibly raise a child in Hollywood alone?
I'm not alone. My celebrity friends help me. It takes a Westwood village to raise a child, Dr. Van Anthony's. And to prove it, I'm going to prove to you right now how Hollywood cares. Joe, I'm going to call up Arnold Schwarzenegger on the 459 number.
I believe
You'll see right now that Arnold Schwarzenegger will take his Hummy and come get my kid.
Hello there.
Oh, Arnold, it's Taylor Negron.
Who is this? Is this those goddamn AT&T people? I don't want to switch. I don't give a fuck about 5 cents a minute. I'm a millionaire. I've done 75 freaking movies. Really 4, but it seems like 75, right? Like the 6th day took forever.
Arnold, is there any way that you
Who is this?
This is Taylor Negron from...
Who is Taylor Negron? Identify yourself, my friend.
I am. You're one of my children. One of your children and my children. They go to the Carrie Fisher Orin Paddle Club, and I was wondering if maybe you could possibly go up to Benedict Canyon and get my daughter Lily, who's in a grease fire.
How do you have a career? Listen to the bullshit you're spewing off. You like to say large words to overcompensate for your lack of good acting, my friend. First of all. Or you like to say words with a lot of ooh in them, my friend. Listen here. You go to an acting class soon.
Arnold, please, my daughter needs you.
Listen here, they're going to kill your daughter. I love that line. Remember that line from my movie? They're going to kill your daughter. If you do not get down, get down!
Thank you, Arnold, thank you.
All right.
Unlike the riffraff which is paid to see you perform, I am not pleased, Mr. Negron. My report is almost finished. Know that.
My celebrity friends have failed me. Do you know what it's like to be friends with celebrities? You have to get phone numbers that you have to swallow. The instructions to their houses have to be destroyed, secrecy agreements. And when you finally do get to their houses for their weddings, your heads are almost cut off by the helicopters. Sometimes I just wonder, why do I even bother? It would just be easier if I could just go into a coma. Maybe if I just went into a coma and slept for the rest of my life. just go into a coma.
When I'm in a coma and I cannot say the words that hurt you, will you come to me to defenseless? Will you tell me all your secrets, and each and every teardrop that falls upon my chest, will they reveal the story you could never tell? When I'm in a coma, you lay him beside me, wrap your legs around me the way that you would do. And will you play with me? Our word association games, hoping that I might be playing along with you. Yeah, yeah. No, 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 no. Yeah.
Mr. Negron, I am baffled. Can you explain yourself?
Mr. Duché, listen to me. Americans don't know it, but they are drowning in a collective psychic doom.
Drowning is a natural occurrence, my friend. There's no need to panic. Your job is to simply throw the foosball at the camera and distort your face.
I believe that there is more in life that connects us than separates us, and I believe that is the shadow.
The shadow? Ah, now this was a wonderful radio show. Only the shadow knows. I remember this. Lamont Cranston. He was like Dick Tracy, only invisible. He was a good guy. He solved murders.
No, Mr.
Can you be like the shadow?
No, I can't be. It's a joke.
Why not? I am German. I am humorless.
Mr. Duché, I have no other way of expressing myself except through my personal experience, and this is my personal experience, and it is dark. I am a single parent. I receive no help from the culture or the media. My only fortification comes from an abundance of Pinot Grigio and cocktail peanuts.
Well, I agree, Mr. Negro. In this time when our highest values are turning against us, the sacred chaos is a beacon of hope.
So you like the show, Mr. Duché?
Now, what you have done here tonight is to create a fairy tale.
I have?
Fairy tales represent something very much removed from human consciousness. But what concerns me is your daughter.
My angel precious from heaven?
Yes. She needs to be sent to a German boarding school. She hidden from view. She is an embarrassment, a scandal. Your daughter could cause problems for Queen World.
She would never do that. Maybe she would, but she wouldn't mean it.
Well, the solution is simple. We will send her to the Corpus Christina Crawford School in the cloisters.
You're going to send her to the Corpus Christina Crawford School in the cloisters? You're going to send my little sunshine away so I can make a measly extra $100 million a month? No. Thank you, Mr. Duché, but I'm going to pass on your offer from Queen World. My daughter stays with me.
What if we throw in a plasma screen TV?
No.
What about a small hand blender?
No.
How about a Krupp's coffee grinder?
No! She's my daughter, and I will not give up my daughter for a TV show.
Very impressive, Mr. Negron. This is all going to go down in my report.
Yes, your report. You're going to take my daughter away, aren't you?
Au contraire, Mr. Negron. You can keep your daughter.
I can?
Yes, of course you can. I've been watching you with my good eye. And it's obvious that you love her, however misguided your parental teachings may be. Exposing her to grease fires, that tiny man and his P word, transvestites, cumin, and the like.
Well, thank you, I think.
Doctor, you fascinate me.
I do?
Yes, you have all of the arrogance and tenacity and strength of a Dr. Phil and none of the brittleness of Jenny Jones.
Why, thank you. You see, I've oft been told by my family back in Joburg that my negritude is both comforting as well as challenging.
Well, Queen World would like to offer you your own show.
Jesus Christ. Can I have one day off?
Queen World wants me. Queen World needs me.
Queen World. What are you two, lovers?
Well, as a matter of fact, yes, we are.
Yeah, even Germans can get jungle fever.
So there you have it. Taylor's chosen femme over fame. Like Sally Fields before him, he cries, "Not without my daughter." And perhaps we too, from this little fairy tale, can take something away for ourselves like Taylor. who's learned that the one thing you can always depend on in Hollywood is Adam Sandler.
Yes, Mr. Negron. Adam Sandler diverted his Learjet to pick up Lily. I've got them on the phone right now.
Oh, I'm so lucky. Put him on right now.
Hello?
Adam, you really are just a living doll to take care of my baby. Is she being nice?
Yeah, she reminds me of my mama. When my mama was just a little baby, she was beautiful like her. And I would say, Mama, I love you, Mama, because she has high quality too.
Adam, you know, I've always wanted my daughter to learn how to pee against a wall. Could you make sure that happens?
Oh, yeah. And I'll teach her how to touch the hiney. Ooh, and if you don't like it, whoopity-doo.
Adam, put on my daughter. I want to say something to her.
Okay, hold on. Lily is your daddy.
Hey, darling. We're so lucky that Uncle Adam came and got you, huh?
Yeah, no shit.
Are you going to be a good girl?
Yeah, kinda, whatever.
Okay, so you go in the limo and go back to the house, and I'll see you in a little bit. What'd you learn tonight?
I learned that, grease fires can kill, and that Courtney Love's house is a wreck, and that Adam Sandler is the coolest guy in the world.
Okay, sweetie, you stay put, okay? And I'll see you shoot, okay?
Okay.
Love you.
Love you too, bye.
It all worked out. Thank God. You know, it's interesting. This is a very, very old nightclub. It's been Luna Park. It's been the Rose Tattoo. And I found this old phone downstairs that if you dial it, you can get to the other side and you could talk to Truman Capote. And it really is quite extraordinary. And I think that if I can connect, sometimes he says the most amazing things. And it's my favorite part about doing this show.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Capote. It's me, Taylor Negron.
Oh, hello, Taylor. I loved you in the last Boy Scout.
Thank you very much. I didn't know that you can watch movies in heaven?
Oh, sure. Up here we have a place called Cloudbuster. They carry porn, and there's never a late fee.
And that's because there's no time in heaven, right?
There is no time. Taylor, here we can sit back and reflect and be responsible for our actions. Boy, am I still hearing about answered prayers. Joanna Carson is still having seances to pull me back.
You know, I want to be responsible, Mr. Capote, but I always seem to be making the wrong decisions.
Oh, Taylor, tut, tut, tut. All of us up here saw the sacrifice you made for your lovely daughter Lily tonight.
Did I make the right decision?
Absolutely. I think when you and Lily are ready, we'll have rooms for you right here in heaven with 1,000 thread count sheets. Heavenly.
Mr. Capote, is there anyone up there with you right now?
Oh, yes. Woody Herman is up here. I'm playing poker later with Socrates, Lou Gehrig, and Dorothy Parker. Boy, the chips are gonna fly. Kurt Cobain is coming over too. He loves your daughter. Lily is such a good friend for Francis.
Mr. Capote, when our children are away from us, are they being watched?
Oh, Taylor, never think that your children are alone. We angels are up here in heaven watching over them. We're watching over all of you. Ooh, I have to go. Dorothy Parker just got here, and she already found the bottle of good scotch I was hiding. And by the way, Taylor, sissies are wonderful.
Thank you, Mr. Capote. Your calls mean so much to me.
Goodbye.
Goodbye. You know, it doesn't interest me in the facts of how you guys got here tonight. What interests me for all of us is that you stand up in the fire that's happening in the world right now and not shrink from the funk and the feeling and the pussy and the insanity that happens in life. And I think that if you ever see me hitchhiking on a cul-de-sac with these guys behind me in a gunmetal conversion band with a lotus painted on the back of it, pick us up and say hi. You've been a really, really nice audience, and I want you to give yourself a big pat on the back because we didn't know what we were doing up here for a little bit. But you've been a really nice audience. This is Christy Miller. This is Joe Schmo. Come on. And Hamilton Gang Porn, John Dessler, Eric Boardman, David Davis, Sam Pancake, Anita Van Anthony's. You've been a really nice audience. Thank you very much. That's our show. And this is Mike Wilson.